Hello, everybody. This is the first time I'm going live both on YouTube and Facebook at the first time. So let's hope this works. So I'm Cass Naidu, Life Transformation Coach. And here on the Love Evolution group, we are focused on bringing more love and prosperity into our lives in the most authentic way possible. Um, and as this is Women's Month in South Africa, so happy Women's Month to all the women watching this. And I'm hoping that there's going to be an equal number of men watching this. So through the month of August, I want to talk um, about how, if you're single, how do we attract partners in an authentic way, in a way that doesn't take anything away from who you are. Um, we're going to talk about bringing more prosperity into our lives. We're going to talk about improving the relationships that we already have. All right, so we're going to kick it off today. And our topic for today is why women are opting to be single. So this video is not for the ones that are single, but really, 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 really want to be in a relationship, okay? And the gentleman, I'm going to say this up front. Um, I don't want you to get defensive about what I'm saying. I would rather you open up and hear what's coming through, because what I'm going to share with you is not just stats that I've seen for myself, but it's through hundreds and hundreds of conversations with women who are smart, who are intelligent, who have great jobs, careers, or businesses, and they're quite independent. So it's those women I'm talking about that are opting now to be single. So I'm going to give you some of the reasons this is happening, right? So the first one is if you look at dating apps, the stats say that there are 75% men and 25% women on these apps, which mean that women really have a choice. However, from the women that have tried various dating apps and then given up on it, this is the feedback that I get. One is there are far too many men on the apps that simply want to text, so you can go on texting for weeks on end, and there's no actual physical meeting, not even a video call, right? So they're not even a phone call in a lot of cases. So that is a royal waste of time. If you're on an app, you're there because you want to meet people. And the only way we get to meet people is if we get off the couch, we set up a coffee date, and we meet face to face. And that's the only way we can really know someone. You can never really truly get to know someone simply by texting. Okay, the most miscommunication happens when you're texting, because you don't know somebody. Then you don't know if they have a sense of humor or not. You don't know the facial expression, the tone of voice when they're texting, and so much miscommunication happens there. And a lot of the time, people just opt, not to even meet because they spend so much time texting and judging each other. All right. The second thing is ghosting. So the texting can go on for days or weeks on end, and suddenly the other person just simply disappears. There's no explanation, absolutely nothing. They just disappear. And then again, you've wasted your time texting with this person if they don't even really want a relationship. They're not even committed to even one coffee date. Um, so there's not much action. All right. And again, I'm speaking to the vast majority of the men that are on the dating apps. There are obviously those few who will go out and set up those dates and meet people. And sometimes there's also a group of men that I hear from that are frustrated that women are not taking a chance. They are not the ones wanting to go out and have that date, right? And of course, the last reason on the apps is that there are so many con artists out there. So we really don't know. And, women have got to be really careful about that. The next reason that women are opting to be single is if you look at the personal development industry for years, um, the numbers have gotten better. In the beginning, it was maybe 95% women. Currently, any personal development program, whether it is a coaching program or the number of books that are being purchased, one-on-one coaching, all of that is 67% women and 33% men. So when you look at that, immediately you're going to see that women are putting in the time, the energy, the money into becoming the best versions of themselves that they can possibly be. So there's 60% of women here who are looking for that 33% of men who are also in that growth mindset, who are also doing the work to become the best versions of themselves. Can you see where the disconnect is? So the women I'm talking about are in a space where they are independent. They have their own homes, they have their own income, they make decisions for themselves all the time. They're already taking care of themselves. So now, when they look at that 33%, those 33% get matched up pretty fast, right? They're looking at the remainder of the 67% of men who have a fixed mindset, who are not prepared to learn, grow, become better versions of themselves. It's this is me, this is who I am, take it or leave it. Um, it's really difficult for someone with a growth mindset to be in a relationship with someone with a fixed mindset. It's really difficult. You're going to be locking heads all the time because the one with the growth mindset is constantly evolving, constantly looking for how do we make this better? How can we solve this? So if there's a problem in the relationship, they're going to go looking to see what book can I read, what help can I get, what podcast can I listen to, what kind of coaching can I get? They're going to look for answers to make it better. Whereas the one with the fixed mindset is going to say, this is the way things are, and let it be, or we move on. Okay. So you can see those kind of relationships are not really going to work. So the women who are quite independent and already taking care of themselves are now choosing partners not based on whether he can be a good, strong provider, because they're already doing that. They're looking for partners and they're looking to see, do we have values that complement each other, that are similar? Values don't always have to be identical, right? But as long as they complement each other. Do we have a similar lifestyle? Um, so we have time for work, we have time for holidays, vacations, families, all of that. Is there a mutual attraction? Is this person going to add value to my life? Is my life going to be better with them in it? Because they're not prepared to settle. They're not prepared to settle for having a partner if that partner's not bringing something to the table, because they know what they are bringing into a relationship, right? It's going to depend on how you treat them, whether you have a genuine partnership, whether you can consciously date, whether you can consciously create an epic relationship. So women are looking for different things. They are not looking for a man that they need to mother. Okay, so I've got to cook for you and I've got to clean for you and I've got watch what you're wearing, because so you don't go out of the house looking very sloppy. And women don't want to do that. They really don't want to do that anymore. And if you're stuck in a relationship like that, then maybe this is the wake up call. You need to hear this. All right. So women are looking for the partnerships today. So, gentlemen, I'm going to throw this out to you right now. For if you're in the 33%, well done, fantastic, right? You'll have lots of women to choose from, because there's 67% with the growth mindset. Um, but the other way around, gentlemen, if you are in the 67% at the moment and you are alone, you're feeling lonely, you want a partner, you want someone to share your life with, then this is the shift that is required. There are a lot of men in the world today who are sitting with in their wounded masculine energy. And the reason for that is when men go through a breakup or divorce or have any really challenging situation in their lives, very few actually go and do the healing work. With women, firstly, they surround themselves with friends that they can talk to. They really open up and have the conversations, whereas men have been conditioned to hold it in. You've got to just put on a brave face. You've got to get on with whatever it is you're doing, get on with work, get on with your responsibilities. And you're not really taking the time to do the inner healing work so that you come out the other side even stronger, more authentic than ever, and open. When we do the healing work, when we are in pain, the first thing we do is we shut down our hearts. So when we shut down our hearts, what happens? You don't want to let love in because you're terrified that you're going to have the same experience you've had the last time around. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So what happens then? I'm either going to be alone for the rest of my life, or I'm going to have a series of very superficial relationships where I'm not really committed. I'm not going to really give the time or anything like that. I'm just simply going to do as little as I possibly can. All right. Um, so that's it from me for this video. If you like the topics, about having more love, more money in your life and doing it in a way that is truly authentic, it is aligned with your soul, with your values, with being of service in the world. And I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join the Facebook group, so we can have more conversations like this. So take care, and I'll see you next time.